Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and welcome back to another wenDOOMsday. Today, we're going to be reacting to Monster Zero from King GEEDORAH. This was suggested by MooneyMan90, so thank you, MooneyMan, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. I really do appreciate them, guys. And if you're excited to see more Doom on the channel every single Wednesday, make sure you all hit like and subscribe. That way, I know you want to see these videos, and you can see them in your feed when they come out. But without any further ado, let's get right into this. Let's see what Monster Zero is all about. Let's see what our man King GEEDORAH has to say. Let's get it.
The monster again, Zero. Monster Zero. Command all units to take defensive position. Yes, sir. What is Monster Zero? Monster Zero is the reason we cannot live on the surface, but must forever live underground like this. All right.
Okay, so Monster Zero got people living underground. They can't even come up to the surface. It's too dangerous.
I will show you Monster Zero. Hey, look. It's King GEEDORAH. Yes, indeed.
That little whisper of, "It's King GEEDORAH." That was a real nice touch. I like the way that slipped in.
It's King GEEDORAH. Yes, indeed. On Earth, you gave this terrifying monster the name of GEEDORAH. Everything is numbered here. The monster is Zero.
Pay heed to my warning.
Yo, I like the way all these samples are mixing together. MooneyMan, you mentioned this is a big showcase of Doom's talent, sampling, and production. And it reminds me of an assignment I've been doing for school lately called Music Concrete, where you essentially create a noise collage. You take a bunch of different sounds from around the house or wherever it may be, and then you layer all the noises together, and they might not be musical on their own, but when you combine them, it turns into something different. And this gives me that like interesting type of vibe with all the samples that are coming after each other here.
Pay heed to my warning. The entire human race will perish from the earth. Where the monster GEEDORAH passes, only flaming ruins are left.
GEEDORAH.
Of course, that's why she had the pistol.
What pistol?
When I first met
And then that high pitch, sounds kind of like a woodwind instrument maybe, or some type of horn. Yep, but like definitely one in that upper register that's riding in the top of the beat. I love how that feels. There's something about having the horns or that like just that type of instrument up in the top. I can't really tell what it is. Let me know in the comments what you think it is.
she had the pistol.
What pistol?
When I first met her, she was carrying a pistol in her purse. I asked her about it, and she explained to me, and I believed her.
So now you're convinced that we're from outer space.
That's right. What do you have on your mind?
Peace terms.
These terms.
A nice idea.
Would be a bad situation if that creature came here to Earth.
It's interesting how we're getting this story woven together out of all these disjointed samples. And maybe they're not as disjointed as I'm thinking. Maybe they all came from the same movie or like a radio cast or like whatever it was. I'm not really sure.
Would be a bad situation if that creature came here to Earth.
It's worse. He's arrived.
How can that possibly be, and why?
Is it alive?
What is this sound? It sounds kind of like he's blowing into a kazoo the wrong direction.
Is it alive? May I hold it? Oh, it's adorable. What is it?
What is it, my lovely lady? It's GEEDORAH. GEEDORAH the space.
Okay, so GEEDORAH is finding them underneath the ground in their city. They're hidden away from him. They can't exist in the same place as GEEDORAH or Monster Zero. Let me know in the comments, is King GEEDORAH a character from something pre-existing Doom? Or did he take his vocals, alter them, and create some of these samples? Which, I mean, at that point, now he's just recording himself, and you can call it what you want, but it's very interesting.
It's GEEDORAH. GEEDORAH, the space monster.
I think we should...
Jesus Christ, shut up and listen.
It is very likely that one or more of you know this individual. Someone who's experienced working in a laboratory, with access to select biological agents, with the knowledge or expertise to produce a deadly product. Someone who's standoffish and works in isolation. A killer who may have used off hours in a laboratory to produce...
Music, brother.
Interesting the way it just transitioned. I love the sound of all these samples, the like news voice and like the old school like movie or radio voice where it's super over dramatic and oversold. And then we got this lady talking about, you know, oh, it was somebody who probably has access to a lab and this, that, and the other, and they were up to no good after it shut down, but then it transitioned real cleanly here, and it kind of gave us a twist.
Standoffish and works in isolation. A killer who may have used off hours in a laboratory to produce...
Music, brother.
Yeah, who in a laboratory produced music, brother. That's a nice change right there. And that's really the facts of the song. That's Doom right now. And it up inside his noodle creating this craziness.
To produce...
Music, brother.
You call that music?
Yeah.
Great storm, lady. It sounds like goddamn jungle warfare, don't you? Let me get this straight. You're standing out here selling trees.
Yes, that's right.
Interesting. Hold up.
Let me get this straight. You're standing out here selling
Trees. Yes, that's what they are.
Did something interesting with the panning there. I think one of the samples came in mostly from the right, if not completely, and then it shifted to back all the way around, which added a nice little change up to the energy of it.
Yes, that's what they are. Trees.
Where'd you find this?
I told you. I've been looking around.
Where?
Well, I was going to show it to you. As a matter of fact, I've been testing it. I just found out it was pure a little bit ago.
Well, I underrated you, mister.
I do call myself an expert, but I'm sorry to tell you, I've never seen...
Bruh, this is so interesting. This like disjointed, it feels chronological, but it's also what's the word I'm looking for? Non-linear, because we have Doom placing these different little samples together to weave this story out of something that was not created for the story. I love the idea of this.
King GEEDORAH.
Not even on Lagos Island. On Lagos? I'm very sorry, young man, but I can't waste time talking to you anymore.
The people want to...
And I love the bare bones nature of the percussion and the drums of the beat. Just really letting the horns and the upper end, everything that's at the top, shine with the samples and just giving us some structure, giving you to something to bump your head to. It's real nice.
know, and they want to know now.
King GEEDORAH.
Evacuate the streets when King GEEDORAH is in your area.
It's King GEEDORAH.
That sounds so funny. Evacuate the streets. King GEEDORAH is in your area. Maybe he's in my area with all the local MILFs ready to ready to have a good time. Bruh, sounds like that's hilarious.
King GEEDORAH.
Evacuate the streets when King GEEDORAH is in your area.
It's King GEEDORAH.
King GEEDORAH.
King GEEDORAH will destroy the whole country.
It's also interesting how everybody in this is saying it slightly different. We're getting King GEEDORAH, King GEEDORAH, King GEEDORAH, like so many different variations within all of these.
King GEEDORAH will destroy the whole country.
But why? Why King GEEDORAH?
He's
What happened?
GEEDORAH is a space monster. I will get in touch with you when you feel like giving up.
Remain where you are.
And something that I really appreciate, especially about artists that are, you know, rappers, producers, and all that stuff, is it's nice knowing that we're listening to a track created by Doom here. So when we're taking that space away from the bars, we're listening to the beat and everything you put together, especially with the sampling, is really cool to just be able to know that this all came out of his mind and was put in, you know, and was made into something that we can experience. And it's just beautiful, man, getting to appreciate all those different little parts and know where it all came from. Oh, and those like hard cuts where the like, what's the word? Like the slop in the cymbals is just cut completely. It goes to flat silence instead of having any type of background noise. That jarring just jump for a second really makes his end part satisfying. Excuse me. Makes me wonder if you had like the vinyl for this, if there was a King GEEDORAH vinyl, if you had it on like a record player or something, if you would think that your record player was broken when it got to that section, because I don't know, I might.
King GEEDORAH.
Well, that was a wild track, guys. Just ended with like a shuffle, a flurry of like air blowing or something like that. But that was awesome. It was completely different than anything I would have expected, even knowing that this was a showcasing of his sampling and production skills. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you to Mooney Man for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. If Doom has anything else like this, let me know about it, guys. Other than that, let me know about all of his other amazing tracks that we haven't had the chance to check out yet. And make sure y'all hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more of these videos. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.